My name is Tech Prophet Gami, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I received my very first payout from Apex Trader Funding back in November of 2025. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the strategy that I used to get my very first payout with Apex Trader Funding was orb, break, and retest. Now, if you don't know what the orb is, it's the very first 15-minute candle between 9:15 and 9:30 a.m. That's when New York session begins, and that's when all the hedge funds and major corporations hop into the market, and it really pushes the price. Moves it up, down, sometimes consolidates, meaning it's going sideways, but generally it pushes it up or down crazy, right? So, orb. Let's say this is the candle, right? This is the very first 15-minute candle of New York session opening from 9:15 to 9:30 a.m. You're going to mark the very top of that candle, wick included, and the very bottom of that candle. Now, within this little square right here is going to be your orb. So you can expect price to, go down a little bit, maybe touch the bottom, go up, touch the top, maybe consolidate, whatever the situation may be. What we're looking for is a orb break and a retest. You don't need thousands and thousands of dollars to go ahead and become a day trader. This is such a great way. It's such a great way for people who don't have that much capital to go live to make that kind of capital using other people's money. So if you go to apextraderfunding.com, use code GAMI, you'll get 90% off of any evaluation to start off with. So you can go ahead and buy 50K evaluations. You'll have $250,000 of total capital to play with. You could copy trade those. You pass the evaluation, you'll go to the funded phase after paying the activation fee, and then you'll start bringing home big ass payouts. Like $2,000 payouts, $3,000 payouts. If you copy trade, multiply the original payout by however many accounts you have. Let's say price is going to break to the downside, right? So here's your orb right here, or right here. Let's say price moves up a little bit, then confidently breaks to the downside. That is what you're going to call a break of structure. That is breaking the orb. It's price is moving outside of the orb and it closes outside of that orb. Now from here, let's say it confidently breaks down, right? Consolidates a little bit, goes right back up, and it retests the orb. This right here is what you would call a retest. So this is your orb, right? This is where price started. You're going to scale down to the 1 minute time frame, and then you're just going to wait. You're going to see it go up. You're going to see it go down. You might see it go sideways. Whichever way it's going, your bias is going to be the direction it confidently broke out of. So in this hypothetical situation, your bias would be short because it confidently broke to the downside. Now, after it breaks to the downside and you finally get that nice retest right there, meaning it closes back into the orb, you're going to start to position yourself like this. So we're looking for a short position. You're going to position yourself like this, right? This is the orb. This will be the equilibrium of the orb, meaning the very midpoint of that orb. You're going to set your stop loss to the very top of that orb, right? Or maybe just a little bit above it. And you're going to target going lower, right? So what you want to see, this is exactly how I traded to get my payout. Here's your retest, might come down a little bit. Boom. Now you enter the trade. Now you're inside of the trade. Say it goes up a little bit, but then it fucking nukes down. Profits. Money's made. Now I'm going to give you guys an actual scenario with the live replays. But that is the gist of the strategy. Super simple, super easy to understand, and very, very easy to set up. By the way, if you're completely new to day trading, meaning you don't even know where to start, you don't know how to paper trade, you don't know how any of this works, you don't know what you're looking at when you're looking at the charts, I'll suggest you join the community down below. Within that community, you'll be able to learn everything there is to know about day trading, where to start your paper trading journey, how long it should take you, a beginner strategy, ICT concepts, prop firms. You'll get the whole bundle. And on top of that, you'll get to watch me trade live every single day. Meaning you're going to be able to either study how I trade, just take the same positions as me, or, Just be there for the vibes. So anyway, link is in the bio. Hope to see you there. Now, the indicator that you're going to use is literally called Orb by ZZZ Crypto. For the settings, all you're going to do is set Orb total time, 15 minutes. Then you're going to do the session time. I'm Eastern Standard, but this is ran off of like, I think like Pacific or something like that, or like 1 hour behind me, or I don't know how that works. But anyway, I set mine to 8:15 to 8:30 a.m. So these are the settings that I use. This gives me the very first candle of from 9:15 to 9:30 marked out, top including the wick, bottom including the wick. That gives me my orb every morning. Now this is going to be a live scenario. Well, replay scenario, back test of the strategy, right? This is how you would want to use this strategy. So right before New York session even opens, you know, it's probably like, I think it's like Singapore session or like Tokyo session or whatever. Right here, as you guys can see, the orb is starting to form. At this point, the orb is fully formed, right? Now, you might be thinking, hey, it broke to the upside. It didn't. Now, when I say a confident closure, like a confident break to the upside, I don't want to see wicks. I want to see it. I want to see price go above this green line right here and close above that green line. So no wicks or anything like that. So at this point, we're waiting for a nice confident break. Boom, there's your confident break, right? Right here. That's your confident break. I wouldn't enter that immediately though. We would wait. Okay. Now it's starting to like go sideways right here. An even better break. This is what you want to see. This right here is what you want to see. This is a confident break to the upside. A lot of momentum, big body candles. Now we're going to wait for that retest. Starts to weaken. There's a nice retest right there. This was a complete retest. Just off the fact alone that it wasn't able to close confidently below gives me another indicator that we're going to be looking to go up. We're looking for longs right here. So at this point, I'd enter my long position right here, right below this candle wick right here for the initial retest. I'd go for like a 3-to-1 and I'd see how it played out. Would have been take profit. Take profit right there. Now, with the markets acting how they've been acting due to like all the political shit going on, it's been a little more difficult to find these setups. But back in 2025 in November, you found these setups like 3-4 times a week. My win rate was like 72%. It was crazy. But yeah, that's basically an example of how the strategy will work in real time. That's the indicator. That's how you would manage and really find that entry for that strategy. Now, I know what you guys may be thinking, you know, especially if you're a beginner, you don't understand, like you may think that you need thousands and thousands of dollars just to start even learning the skill. You don't. Paper trading is 100% free. And then when you're confident in a strategy, maybe you're going to practice the strategy and try to twist it in your own way for it to work for you. Because that's another thing. Not every strategy is going to work for everyone. Everything, you know, everyone's unique, you know. So it's up to you to take the information that I give you and find your, you know, kind of make it unique to you, what works best for you. So it's a lot of money to be made with this. And yeah, this is the very first strategy that I have ever used and mastered to get my very first payout. So hope you guys enjoyed.